Hello friends, welcome to our YouTube channel Maths Olympiad by Subbarao. Today our topic is distance between 2 points. Today our topic is distance between 2 points. So that is in this plane, this is x-axis, x dash. This is y-axis, y dash. So that means I choose in the only first quadrant. In this first quadrant, there are 2 points, point A and point B. In these 2 points, point A coordinates x1, y1, point B coordinates x2, y2. Point A coordinates are x1, y1, point B coordinates are x2, y2. To find the distance between 2 points, I have been drawn with reference to A parallel to x-axis. With reference to A, I drawn this dotted line parallel to x-axis. Drawn the line parallel to x-axis with reference to A. Similarly, I have been drawn another line parallel to y-axis with reference to B. Drawn this dotted line with reference to B parallel to y-axis. Parallel lines to x-axis and y-axis both are intersecting at one point. That point named as a C. Next, it formed a triangle. A, B, C formed a triangle. Here, triangle ACB. This is a right angle triangle. In this right angle triangle, angle ACB is 90 degrees. In a right angle triangle, opposite to right angle is hypotenuse. Opposite to right angle is hypotenuse. When it is a right angle triangle, as per Pythagoras theorem, what is the Pythagoras theorem says? Square of the hypotenuse is equal to sum of the squares of the other two sides. Sum of the squares of the other two sides. So that means we must know the other two sides also. Other two sides. How to know? At point A, coordinates are x1, y1. At point B, coordinates are x2, y2. Point A, coordinates are x1, y1. Point B, coordinates are x2, y2. So that means in the x-axis, this is x1, this is x2. So this AC is equal to x2 minus x1. Length of AC is equal to x2 minus x1. x2 minus x1. Similarly, here also length of BC is equal to, this is y1. At point A, y1. At point B, it is y2. At point B, it is y2. So length of BC is equal to y2 minus y1. Origin to y2 minus origin to y1. On x-axis also, origin to x2 minus origin to x1. That is the distance between A and C is equal to x2 minus x1. Similarly, distance between BC is equal to y2 minus y1. So that means we know this side and this side. Now as per Pythagoras theorem, so we should find the hypotenuse. Length of hypotenuse. What is length of hypotenuse here? That is distance between 2 points. Distance between point A and point B. Point A and point B. Let point A and point B. Let point A and point B on a plane have the coordinates of x1, y1, x2, y2. x1, y1 and x2, y2 respectively. Here we choose in the 2 points, point A and point B. Its coordinates are, point A coordinates are x1, y1, point B coordinates are x2, y2. Next, in form triangle ACB, in form triangle ACB, angle ACB is equal to 90 degrees. Angle ACB is equal to 90 degrees. Then AC is equal to x2 minus x1. x2 minus x1. Similarly, BC is equal to y2 minus y1. y2 minus y1. Next, this AB is hypotenuse. Since in a right angle triangle, opposite to the 90 degrees is equal to hypotenuse. AB is equal to hypotenuse. AB is equal to hypotenuse. Now, as per Pythagoras theorem, as per Pythagoras theorem, as per Pythagoras theorem, what is the Pythagoras theorem? Square of the hypotenuse is equal to sum of the squares of other two sides in a triangle. In a right angled triangle, in a right angled triangle, square of the hypotenuse is equal to sum of the squares of the other two sides. Sum of the squares of the other two sides. In a right angle triangle, square of the hypotenuse is equal to sum of the squares of the other two sides. Sum of the squares of the other two sides. So that means AB square is equal to AC square plus BC square. AC square plus BC square. Here, distance between 2 points, that is AB. So AB square is equal to AC square plus BC square. That is equal to, what is AC? x2 minus x1. What is AC here? x2 minus x1. x2 minus x1 whole square plus, what is BC? y2 minus y1. y2 minus y1. y2 minus y1 whole square. AB square is equal to x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. Now, square root on both sides. 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 So that is square root of AB square is equal to square root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. Square root on both sides means square root of AB square is equal to square root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. Here square root square cancel. Therefore AB is equal to square root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. Therefore, AB is equal to square root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. What is AB? Distance between this point and this point. Distance between 2 points. Therefore, distance between 2 points is equal to distance between 2 points is equal to square root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. Therefore, distance between 2 points is equal to square root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. Okay friends, repeating again, distance between 2 points. Distance between 2 points. In this plane, this is x-axis, x dash, y dash. This is origin 0, 0. I have chosen the first quadrant. In this quadrant, I have taken 2 points, point A, point B. The coordinates of the points are coordinates of A, x1, y1. Coordinates of B, x2, y2. Let point A and point B on plane have the coordinates of x1, y1 and x2, y2 respectively. So point A coordinates are x1, y1. Point B coordinates are x2, y2. So we must find the distance between these 2 points, between A and B. Distance between 2 points, that is between A and B. This is our main motto. Next, with reference to A, draw a line parallel to x-axis. Draw a line parallel to x-axis. With reference to A, draw a line parallel to x-axis. Similarly, with reference B, draw a line parallel to y-axis. With both drawn lines, this horizontal line and vertical line intersect at one point. That point named as C. That point named as C. Here, ACB formed a right angle triangle. ACB formed a right angle triangle. In this right angle triangle, angle ACB is 90 degrees. Angle ACB is 90 degrees. Automatically opposite to the 90 degrees, it is hypotenuse. In a triangle, opposite to the 90 degrees side is hypotenuse. So that means AB is equal to hypotenuse. AB is equal to hypotenuse. When it is a right angle triangle, as per Pythagoras theorem, square of the hypotenuse is equal to squares of the sum of other two sides. Squares of the sum of other two sides. So that means here AB square is equal to AC square plus CB square. AB square is equal to AC square plus CB square. But here, what is AC and what is CB? But we know the only 2-point coordinates. Point A coordinates are x1, y1. Point B coordinates are x2, y2. With these two coordinates, we should find the AC and CB. Then we know the length of hypotenuse. At A, coordinates are x1, y1. x1 means this is from origin to x1. y1 means from origin to y1. This is on x-axis, this is on y-axis. Similarly, here B coordinates are x2, y2. x2, y2. This x2 from origin to x2 here. Similarly, on y-axis from origin to y2. So that means AC is equal to x2 minus x1. AC is equal to this length minus this length. That is x2 minus x1. x2 minus x1. Similarly, CB is equal to, this is y2 minus y1. y2 minus y1. In form triangle ACB, angle ACB is equal to 90 degrees. Angle ACB is equal to 90 degrees. AC is equal to x2 minus x1. BC is equal to y2 minus y1. AC is equal to x2 minus x1. BC is equal to y2 minus y1. Then AB is equal to hypotenuse. AB is equal to hypotenuse. As per Pythagoras theorem, in a right angular triangle, square of the hypotenuse is equal to sum of the squares of the other two sides. Square of the hypotenuse is equal to sum of the squares of the other two sides. Hypotenuse means AB. So AB square is equal to other two sides, AC square plus BC square. AB square is equal to AC square plus BC square. What is AC here? x2 minus x1 whole square. What is BC here? y2 minus y1 whole square. So AB square is equal to x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. Square root on both sides. Square root on both sides. Square root of AB square is equal to square root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. Here square root, square cancel. So left over only AB. AB is equal to square root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. What is AB? What is A? What is B? A is one point, B is other point. So AB means distance between 2 points. Therefore, distance between 2 points is equal to square root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. Therefore, distance between 2 points is equal to square root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. Okay friends, thank you for watching this video. If you are interested, kindly like, subscribe, share your friends group, ask them to subscribe such more practice videos. Thank you very much.